Welcome, my dear students of 210 curriculum, which is in warehousing and inventory. And today we are going to talk about a new topic in the warehousing and the inventory. And we will move forward directly now to it. Here is our curriculum 210 and the 210 materials. This is the main material, and this is one of our main topics. We will open them because we will work all together from more than one aspect here. Here we are right now. The main materials here. The warehousing management. We'll have some ideas about the warehouse management and how it works. The storekeeper. Who is the storekeeper? The word storekeeper. Who is the storekeeper? And what is the job of the storekeeper? Storekeeper usually is the one who handles the warehouse, who is responsible about the warehouse, and his job is to receive and dispatch the goods. Also, he is handling the goods. He is handling and stacking the goods, and he is warehouse maintenance and cleaning, and he is doing for the inspections as well, and he is pest control, doing the pest control, and he's waste disposal, and he's doing the documentation for the bookkeeping and for the work of that's it. Okay, so all those are the works of the storekeeper, and this is the first point we want to talk today about, is the storekeeper's work. So this is how he works and what he do. Store premises. There are also, we have here the boundaries and the gates, and this is the first point. We have the roads and hard standing for it. It must be secured against unauthorized entry of people and animals. Only the responsible people who should be there. Repairs or replace damaged sections, arrange security guards, ensure adequate lighting, fit standards, padlocks. So all those are very important for the work of the boundary fences and gates in the warehousing. The roads and hard standing also is very important because the areas should be safe for vehicles and reduce risk. So everything will be clear. The ways, as example, the pavement should be clear with no like bumps and this thing. No, it should be clear 100%, paved 100% right, so that your own fragile stocks will not be broken. Make sure drainage is working. Also drainage for the water to absorb the water of the rain. Fill potholes and check signs. So all this must be there. The open ground should be kept clear and tidy to reduce problems with rodents. Remove rubbish, cut grass, bushes, and trees. All this to help to work in this sense. Now we have bridges also. So here we have the store building now. What do we know about the store building, or what we have about the store building? It must be kept in good condition inside and outside. A program of planned maintenance is advisable. So we have to have a good advisable program of a program for planning for the maintenance. So we don't leave the maintenance all of a sudden, but we have to keep on a good maintenance for this prospect. Other thing is the roof. If looks for leak, repair, we do all this work to protect the building. Also, we have to see neither roof sheets or whatever, so that it won't be dripping water from the seal on the inventory which we have in the warehousing. Everything will be clear. Doors, oil hangers and runners. Check proper opening and closing of the doors and the bolts, and locks and the bolts. Windows and the windows on for any source of ventilation, because sometimes some things like the pants, they need very good ventilation system, because if for the pants, if there is no ventilation system, it might lead to fire or the risk of fire. So it must be there. So also the windows must make sure that's working and open and close properly. Gutters and drains, the drains, you must make sure also that it's working properly. So this, if as example, if there is any leaks or dripping or holes in the wall or something, it must be blocked so that no rats come, no insects come inside. Everything is clear in that case. Wall should be smooth as possible also. Yeah. Repair defectives if there is any defectives, like we said. The floor, also repair the cracks in the concrete floor and fill the gaps in other kinds of floor. So fill the gaps if there is any gaps. So you have to fill it with cement or tile or whatever, so that no gaps, no insects will come and live there or harm your own, cause risk to your own or damage to your own warehoused stuff. Fire precautions, yes, the fire extinguishers, and make sure that the fire extinguishers are valid and they are working. This is very important point, to make sure that they are working as well. The hygiene, the cleanliness, of course, anything is not clean, that will affect. How about this? A warehouse, it must be clean also. Before putting the foods into it, make sure that it's very clean. It's important that the storekeeper has the necessary cleaning equipment as well. So you have to have this cleaning equipment. Other points, this was some points from here regarding the materials and the physics of the storekeeping and how to keep it clean and safe. We'll go to another second part, which is unloading and checking. Unloading and checking. The unloading and checking points, what you will do in it in your warehouses, check the consignment before unloading it from the vehicle. You should see it before you take it out of the vehicle, because after you take it out of the vehicle, that's more effort. If it is spoiled, then you have to return it back to upload it back. So from the start, from the beginning itself, make a check before it goes down, it's landed or downloaded into your own warehouse. Make sure that there are no defects, no problems with the products, everything is clear. Check the consignments before unloading it from the vehicle if wet or damaged packages are seen. Okay, consider whether a problem should be reported before accepting the commodities. Okay, the third point is, if cargo superintendents are present, ensure they are informed about the damage. If there is damage, tell them there are damages in some of the products which we receive, and you report it to your own foreman or for your own superintendents or for your own boss. Okay. Sign for the commodities as damaged. If you handle, sign for them. For whatever you handle, sign for them. Take special care of the damaged commodities during the storage. So the damaged one, you should take care about, is it clear or no? Usually here is using the handling, and we talk about the handling, methods of handling the goods within the warehouse. One of them is a manual handling. The manual handling, like we said, this is a picture for the manual handling. It shows that the handling here is done manually. Okay. Count the packages. You have to count them also. Step of counting the packages. They are unloaded. Write the details of the trolley on the delivery note or weigh bill and ask the truck driver to countersign. So if there is missing points, as example, you want to receive 7 and you received only 4, in that case, you should say to the driver of the truck or whoever delivering to you those goods and tell him to sign or countersign in for the missing units or the undelivered units. You have to tell him about it or give him any consideration. Okay. Also, you have to inspect each container. Each container, you have to inspect it and look for damage or packages in the packages or whatever. You have to look for it and seek for it. So as example, torn snack, like here is split paper sacks, this split paper sacks. Here is collapsed, so it's broken, it's collapsed. Here the containers itself, there are problems in the containers. The problem here is torn sacks, and here is split paper sacks, and here is collapsed. So are those the damage of the packages itself? 3 kinds of damages for the package. Like we said, torn and split paper sacks and collapsed. Wet or water stream packages. What will happen for the wet packages or stack? You have also, this is also damaged, because if this is in cement as example, that means the cement is spoiled. You can't work on it anymore. If it is with cement, that means cement is spoiled, because you have to work on something which is 100% clear and 100% right. This is so wet sacks is also a problem in the delivery system. So make sure of this, avoid it or refund it back or put it back as upload it back to where it came from, and count only, sign for what you received. Open packages, also here it is. This is not sewn. Sewn and sewn package means it should be stitched with threads or with plastic rope or whatever. But here, no, it is not. It was opened. So make sure that it's not lost from it, anything. And this is also problems in the package itself. The package itself, we have here now many types of packages problems. Check about the open cartons. If a carton is opened, make sure why it is opened. And is any damage because of the opening? Any kind of damaging? Because some stuff, some kind of products, when they are exposed to the air, that will lead to partially damage in this package and its contents. Leakage and spillage. Yes, the leak is always in the liquids. It's always accompanied with the liquids stuff. So you have to check if there is leakage or spillage as well. Steel drums and plastic containers. Just make sure that everything is fine and in the right place. So check out what's here also, the spillage and how far it affects the contents itself, the container itself. Is half of the container spilled on the floor or more or less? So check all this. Also damaged packages inside cartons. So the one inside the cartons itself is also damaged because of the handling system, or it was treated with not gentle care. It was treated with force or whatever, and the containers itself, inside it, something was broken, not right. So make sure of this as well. So you just don't see the containers from outside and just that's it. No, maybe sometimes it's broken inside. Okay. Canned foods also. Oh, this is a big problem. The blown cans. The blown cans is very dangerous for health because it might be including kinds of bacteria that have been generating, and it made an inflation for the air, and the air is inside it, and it cannot go out, cannot blow, can blow out. So it's dangerous for anyone to eat if there is a swollen or blown cans. It is very, very dangerous, the swollen or blown cans. So make sure of that as well. Insects on the surface of the package, make sure why the insects are coming then. Why? It's supposed not to be there. So why the insects are coming here? So make sure of this. Also, just I'm saying again about the swollen or blown cans. This is dangerous products. This is dangerous product, or those are dangerous products. The canned foods, it must be not swollen or not blown by this way. Also, you have to check if there is any insects in the food stuff, whether there is insects in the food stuff or no. You have to check this point. Or insects damage, also you have to check it. This will only be seen if a sample of the food is taken. So if you take a sample of the food and check, as example, if you are downloading rice, and you find inside the rice or any grains, and you find inside it those insects. Of course, when the package is covered and so on, you won't see what's inside it. You have to take a sample and check it and see if it is clear and everything is fine or no. This is the point. So this only will be seen if a sample of the food is taken and examined, like here. Also, you have to weight the bags, because if you have to receive, each bag is 50 kilograms, and you receive some of the bags 30 or 40, so you have to make sure very well that all the bags which you receive is 50 kilograms at the standard, as example. I'm saying as example. So you have to make sure of this as well, and to register or return back the ones which is not matching this standard. So you have to return it back, or check with your supervisor or your superintendent or the manager of the warehouse what actions should be taken in such a case. Okay, those defects now, which we talk about, if we find any of the upcoming points, what we should take, what action should be taken. First, separate the damaged goods from the rest of the delivery. Second, record the number of damaged packages. Of course, including all the details about the damaged packages. Any kind of damage which we saw from the start here, starting from the containers and the torn sacks and split sacks and collapsed, and the wet sacks and the open packages and open cartons and the spillage. Check all this, and the damage inside the cartons, and insects on the surface, or insects within the product itself, inside the product, like the grains, like I said, like rice, whatever, or less underweight bags, like bags which is not as supposed to be the weight. So if you find any of those problems, you will do the following. Separate the damaged goods from the rest of the delivery. Separate it. Record the number of damaged bags. Write the number of the package. Stack the defective bags separately. Then you have to separate the defective, the drawbacks ones. The ones with problems, you have to separate it from all the other bags, because we will take an action about this bag, so we have to separate it first. Do not mix different types of damaged goods. So each kind of damaged goods based on what it is. This is stacked, this is dripping, so this alone, this was insects. So this alone, this alone, this alone, don't mix them together all in one place or in one point. Deal with wet packages as you have been instructed. So if there is wet packages, see what the supervisor will tell you. And if this wet will spoil the package and the contents of the package or no. So check with your supervisor what will happen in such a case. If you have no special instructions for dealing with any of these defects, ask for them. So if you don't have any experience about what to do, you should ask your boss or your manager what to do in such a case. Then as soon as possible, repair the damaged packages. If there is package that is damaged, min and sex by sewing, use tape for the cartons, as long as the contents are okay. As long as that's example, the contents are okay and your supervisor told you that's fine, we just treat them now like thread, put thread, sew this bags and put tape for this bag, or repack split bags. The bags which is split, repack it back, repack it again, or place split bags inside another sacks. So if there is split ones, you can put them inside another sack. You can put a bag inside a bag, by other meaning, a bag inside a bag, one bag inside the other. So this will help as well. So all those are kinds of treating for the problems which we have. Restack repaired packages separately. So don't put them together one by one. Restack alongside man stacks or above sound packages. Split grain should be rebagged. So the grains, any kind of grains, should be put in bags again, if possible, making up to the original bag weight. If you can put them in your original one, that will be fine. That will be fine. So the split stuff, you will collect it back and put it in its own location again. Leaking vegetables oil should be repacked in clean, separate containers. When food is badly damaged packages, it may be unfit to eat. Yes. So if the problem now is that those packages, if it's split, and this kinds of food, some kinds of food, it depends on the common sense here. That some kind of foods which will be spoiled when the package is opened, or is it polluted by the ground, or whatever happened to it. In that case, it's not helping anymore. In that case, you should stop using it and throw it. The third thing which we want to talk about in the warehousing principles management is the handling. And handling is very important for us. Handling, careful handling, will help to prevent damage the packages and keep losses of food low, and will keep the losses of the food low. So if you do the handling right, there will not be spill, there will be, everything will be fine in that case. Then that will be better for the package to be safe and to reach safe. For the package to be safe and to reach safe. In that case, do your best to carry it like that way as example, or if you use the manual handling, if that's in the case, we are using a manual handling. So we will care about those points, like we can carry it like this, or carry it above the neck, above the head. Carry stacks, do not drag them. So those ones will not affect about the contents inside when you carry it by this way. Or this way also is right. Use back barrels if possible, if available. And this is also for the health and not for the back pain, because this is might be sort of dangerous for the health. Also here, it might affect the neck part of the human, especially with long time using the same method, that might affect uh, the person, that might affect any person's neck and his spinal system. So, and it might cause him back pain or neck pain. But using the burrows is better in that case, to use the burrows if it's possible. And this is, I believe, the best way, if this way, is using stack burrows if possible. Some places, especially in our underdeveloped worlds, they use the hooks to catch the bags or the sacks. And this is another problem, because when you use a hook, even though it seems in front of you that it does not affect, but maybe a few minutes later, it will split all the grains which is inside. Usually those bags are used, the hooks are used with the grains, like the wheat. I saw this many times. So the grain will spill on the holes. Yeah, from the holes. It will spill like this here, and like this here. It will spill from the holes. So usually try to do your best not to use the hooks. Like we said, you can put them and draw on the wall, on the burrows. That will be fine. If you put them in the burrows, that will be fine. And also one point, sometimes when you do the manual handling, people use, I see it even in gas cylinders in some places like back home. I saw this, even the gas cylinder of the Butagaz, they throw it with the hand. And of course, this is very dangerous for the health and very dangerous for the dripping and the split of the contents into the ground. So the best part is always not to throw it by that way, because this will spill the package. When you throw it, it will cut off and spill the package in that case. Usually, unloading is not preferable and not recommended in the rain time. So don't do this in the rain time, especially it might get wet, and this wet might affect about the contents or the package and what's inside it. Okay. Also, because this affect on the carton and the paper sacks. If it's plastic, it's okay. But if it's paper, sacks and cartons, then it will be spoiled. And also, notice that this water, if it goes into the grain, like here, if there was the contents of it was grain and came water, then it should start planting and germinate. Okay, so do not do this. Do not use to handle or to unload in the rain. Do not unload in the rain. Use the burrows as much as you can. Usually use the burrows as much as you can. And that will be fine. Now we are going to move to another aspect which is very important, very, very important. Trade discounts and cash discounts, which is a very important chapter, very, very important, because most of the life, commercial life, depends on the invoices, the bill of lading, and all the trading documents which are known for all the people who are working in business. So you need it even for your knowledge and for your everyday knowledge. You must know how the people will settle the transactions between them. Of course, the invoice, who sent the invoice to whom? Invoice usually is sent from the seller to the buyer. The invoice is sent from the seller send it to the buyer. And the seller is telling the buyer that this is the amount you have to pay. If it is including terms of delivery and terms of payment, that's fine. So our talking today is terms of payment or payment terms and cash discounts. Usually, why do sellers give cash discounts to traders or to buyers or to vendors? Why does a seller give cash discount to a buyer? Usually the seller gives cash discount to a buyer because he wants him to be rush or to enhaste him to pay quickly the amount due. He wants him to pay quickly the amount due. Okay, what do we mean by this? We mean by this that he wants him to pay as soon as possible. So I'm giving you this discounts to encourage you to pay early. The more you pay early, the more you pay, or the shorter time you will pay, the more discounts I will give you. Usually the discounts go up when the periods go down. As example, I will give you 10% if you pay within 3 months. But I will give you 20% if you pay within 1 month. Because I want the money back. I am the seller. I want my money back. So I'm encouraging you. So the rate of discount is usually higher when the time of settling the transaction is down. The more the time, the less the discount. The short the time of payment, the term of payment, the more the discount. Another example, if you tell me, I will tell you as example, okay, this is for $100. If you pay this week, you will take $20 per discount, $20, so you will pay only $80. But if you pay after 4 weeks, it's only 10% discounts, means you have to pay $90. So to encourage you to say $80, then it's better for me. Then I will pay within 1 week to get the 20% discount. Okay, unless you have another problem issues. Okay, so this is the rate of discount and discount period and credit period, and we will know them now with an example. Now look with me at this, and this is the invoice. This is the invoice. This is a very important topic. You have to prepare yourself that you might have a question about the invoice. So you have to, because this is a question target, and you will have it in one of your exams. Again, you will have it in an assignment, you will have it in a quiz, you will have it either one of those. You will have the invoice, because invoice means the financial applications, the core of the financial applications. So now this here is the address of the seller. This is the address of the seller. The address of the seller. That's fine. That's good. Okay. This is the address of the buyer. This is the number of the invoice. So the invoice is sent from the seller to the buyer. Again, the invoice is sent from the seller. This is the seller, and this is the buyer. The invoice is sent from the seller to the buyer, asking the buyer to pay the amount due. Okay, it must be including in the number, the invoice number, and it's including the date as well, and the terms. We will check now what is the meaning of the terms. Look at this. Look at this. 2 by 10 and n by 30. Now, Again, I will say here, 2 by 10 means that you will have a discount of 2%. You will have a discount of 2% if you pay in 10 days. If you pay within 10 days. Again, I will say again, you will have a discount of 2%. A discount of 2% if you pay within 10 days. The seller, this is the seller, is telling the buyer, here is the buyer, okay, this is my invoice number. I'm telling him, and this is the date, and I'm telling the buyer, the seller is telling the buyer, hey, you will take 2% discount if you pay with 10 days. However, you have to settle your transaction within 30 days. You have to finish, but if you pay within the first 10 days, you will take 10% discount. Okay. How about after the 10 days? You don't have to take any discount. The discount only for the first 10 days. Okay. So 2 by 10 and by 30, which means you will have a discount of 2% if you pay within 10 days. However, payment should be done within 30 days. Okay. What about this table? This table. What is this table about? This table is about the product which the seller send to the buyer. All the details and all the data relying to or relating to the transaction between both of them. So we have here the product description, we have the product number, that's all no problem. Oh, look at this now, the quantity. That's very important. Quantity 25, lease price 35.99. Okay, so you will quantity for each as example. So you will multiply 25 by 34.99. Then you'll check for the discount. Then you will see the net price. We'll show it just now. Then the net amount is 656.06 plus 227.85. That will make this amount of money. We have also shipping and handling. Shipping and handling, the shipping is the shipping costs in the harbor, on the port, whatever, on the cars, on the trucks which you use. So all this is shipping. It's called shipping costs. This is $35. $35. Okay. Plus the taxes, the HST, which is 13% taxes from the core amount. Okay. From the amount, total amount. So total amount due will be 1.38.37. Okay. What about the overdue is for interest from us. Here we show, I will show you now. This is 2 by 10, that's what we're talking about. That means you will take a cash discount of 2% if you pay within 10 days. This is the net amount, 30 length of credit periods after date of invoice. So from the date of the invoice, you will pay within 30 days. Here is the date of the invoice. The date of the invoice. So you will pay from this, you have to pay within 30 days. N by 30 means you have to pay N by 30. You have to pay the amount within 30 days. Let's see. So now let's see the numbers which came here in this example. How we will solve if I give you an invoice and you have to complete it. And you have to complete it. Like as example, if I give you an invoice, there are some numbers are missing and you have to complete it. What you will do then? And this is very important. Let's see in this example how we will get the solution of this example. Now you're telling me you have here, priest will take these numbers and see how did he get these numbers from? How the numbers, like, how did we reach to these numbers? Okay, let's see now how we reach to these numbers. The 34.99, 25. So what will happen that I will multiply 25 by 34.99 and I will multiply 20 by 14. It means what? It means that I have 25, the quantity is 25 of the unit, which the unit price is 34 point, as example. If we said those are shoes, okay? I bought 25 pairs of shoes. Each pair cost me $34.99. So how much for all the 25 pairs of shoes? That means I multiply 25 by $34.99. Still we have a problem. We have the discount is 25%. How will I get the net amount? By the same way which I showed you. The total amount which will come from here, from 1925, 1 minus 25%. It will give me this number. We'll do it now on the board. You will see it on the board. Let's try the first one, and you can do the second one. Okay, let's see. Now the first quantity is 25. Let's say the first quantity is 25. I will take the data, then I will just share the screen, make the screen. 25 units, and each unit is costing 34.99. 34.99. Okay. I will do the first line, this line, I will do this line, and you guys will do the second line, the same thing as I did. Okay, as you for training yourself. So here, let me now stop share, and the screen will be clear. We said now this is 2534.99. So I will say the total costs or total price will be 25 multiplied by 34.99. Okay. This will give me, if I did it by the calculator, let's see, 25 by 34.99 equals 874.75. 874.75. 874.75. That's fine. This is the multiplication of 25 by 34.99. 25 by 34.99. That's fine. Okay. Now, but this is not the end of the problem. Look at this. We still have a discount of 25%. We still have a discount of 25%. So I will say the net amount, let's go now. I have a discount of 25%. I have a discount of 25%. Okay. So I would say the net price will equal the list price multiplied by 1 minus discount rate. Again, this is the rule. This is the rule. Like you see here, this is the rule. The net price equals the least price multiplied by, okay, 1 minus the discount rate. So let me solve it here. Net price equals the least price, which is 874.75 multiplied by 1 minus the discount rate, which is, discount rate is 25%. 1 minus 25% equals 874.75 by 75%. 1 minus 25, 75%. And that will give you the amount which is here. Look at this. That will give you this amount. 656.06 will give you $656.06. Okay, I did the first one. You will do the second one as well. So you will say multiply 20 by 14.99. Then the discount rate is 20%. So you will check the 20%. It will give you 227, the amount 0.85. Okay? Can you do this? Please do it. Okay, guys. So let's see, because the second line, there is a piece, like technical piece. I just want you to understand it, because we have two discounts here, as he paid within the period of the 10 days. So he got the first discount and he got the second discount. So the second one is not like the first one, it's including two discounts. No problem. We said we can do it also on one line, right? So We'll multiply 20 by 14.99. 20 by 14.99. So here we'll get the total amount which he's supposed to pay will be 20 by 14.99. 14.99. This will make for me the amount of 20 by 14.99. Let's see, let's calculate it here. 20 by 14.99. 20 by 14.99 will equal 299.8. 299.8. 299.8. That's okay. Now, I want to go furthermore. I have here two discounts. I have 20 discount, 20%, and 5%. Let me stop sharing the screen to show this point how we get it. The second one, which you have here, we have the quantity is 20 multiplied by the price for each is $14.99. This will give me the total of $299.80 cents. That's good. Great. But now I have two discounts. I have in the second row 20% discount, and I have also 5% discount. So the discount here is several discounts, like the other example which we had before. And I said that the solution here will be the net price will equal the least price by 1 minus D1 in 1 minus D2, etc. Okay? Least price in 1 minus D1 multiplied by 1 minus D2. So I have two discounts. I have D1 and I have D2. I have D1 is 20% and I have D2 is 5%. No problem. Then I would say net price will equals the list price is 299.8. 299.8 multiplied by 1 minus D1 is 20% multiplied by 1 minus D2 is 5% equals 299.8 multiplied by 80% multiplied by 95%. 1 minus 20% is 80%. And 1 minus 5% will give me 95%. This will give you the final number, which you will find in the here it's 227.85. 227.85. 227.85. And try it with your hand, you will find the same results. Let's see it. Check we are right or wrong. We said 299.8 multiplied by 0.8 multiplied by 95. Two two 7,848, and he approximate the number 4 into 5 because of the 8. Okay, he multiply 8 4 8, here it's 8 227,848, here is 227,85. He took only two numbers and 8 he rounded round the 4 into 5 because of 8. So because 8 is more than 5, so he rounded this number 4 into 5, and he neglected the third number. It's called rounding. Okay, now this is, so we will collect both of them together. 656.06 plus 227.85. This will give me this amount, 883.91. 883.91. Let's see then the total invoice. Then total invoice will be, total invoice will equal the first amount, which is 656.06 plus the second amount is 227.85. 227.85. Okay, so this is the amount of the total invoice. Again, let me stop share for you to see, guys. The total invoice will be the first amount plus the second amount, 656.06 plus 227.85, and that will give me the number which you have in the here, 883.91. 8 is this number, 883, it will give me 883.91. But wait a minute, still I have also shipping and handling. Shipping costs, like putting the item on the trucks, uploading the items, downloading the items. This is called shipping, and the cost of the trucks and these things. So this also comes to $35 plus. So I would say this plus the $35 of shipping, $35 of shipping. Okay, this will be then plus also 13% HST. The 13% will be both of them together. I will multiply by 13%. So I will first add, like I will do here, I will add 883.91 plus 35. That will equals 918.91. Then I will multiply it by 13%. Multiply by taxes, the HST. Multiply by 13%. I have to do it back. See. Let's do it back. Sorry for that. I'll do it back from the start because it is okay. Now here 883.91 plus the $35, the shipping, that will be 918. So I will multiply both of them by the 13% of the HST. Multiply by 13%, 0.13, which is the HST. This will comes exactly 119.458 here, 119 as you see, sorry for that, 119.46. The reason is that he round the 8 into the 5 into 6 because of the 8 here, okay? And here's 119. So now I will add all together, like as example, sorry for that, 883.91 plus 35 plus 119.46, that will give me the final of 1038.37. When I calculate them together, it will give me this amount. So this is all the amount of the invoice. Like we said today, again, the invoice is the quantity. I will multiply by the price. I will multiply the quantity by the list price. Then I will take out the discount. I will see the net amount for number one. And the same thing for number two. But notice that number two here, the item number two or product number two is including two discounts. We will go like with the least price, 1 minus the discount, D1, and multiply by 1 minus discount 2. So it will give me in one stage, in one phase, the net amount. I will add both of them together. They will give me this number. When I add this number and this number, add, they will give you this number. Plus, you will add on it 35% of the shipping and handling, 35%. Then the total which come out from them, it was 991 point something, you will multiply it by 13% for the taxes, the HST, it will give you 119.46. Then this is the amount due when you add this one, the invoice total and the shipping cost and the HST together, it will give you this and this and this together. It will give you, when you add them together, it will give you 1038.37, like you see here. So let me stop sharing the screen and show it to you back. Okay, here the total costs will be, as you see in front of you here, total costs will be 883.91. Total costs will be 883.91 plus 35 plus $35 plus 119.46, which is the HST. This all will equals the total cost of the invoice $1038.37. 37 cents. That will be the whole total costs of the invoice, which is sent from the seller to the buyer, as we said before. So this will be the total cost, and you have it here again, like I showed to you before. So yeah, so here we have it on the like here 883. This is what's in front of you on the board here, and 35 and 119.46. It will give you this amount. Please watch out. An example exactly like what I said today, you will have in one of your quizzes or final assignment or the midterm. So please be very cautious about the invoice because it's very important. And any questions on there, guys, we are very close to make a WhatsApp group, and will be easy to contact. Like I will make some few hours a day for anyone who wants to ask any question. I will be ready to help him. So I wish you all a good night. Stay safe out of the COVID, of course. God save us and God save you from the COVID and from all evils. This is all including the idea. Like I will tell you, he will pay within 10 days to get the discount. Then that's fine. If he will pay, he will take extra discount of 10%, 2%. That's fine. Then you will say the net payment will be including the 2% discount, right? If I said when he paid within 10 days, like as example, the example here is 2% n by 2. If he take this condition happened 2 by 10 means he will take extra discount of 2% if he paid within 10 days. That's fine. If I said in the example on the invoice and said, and he paid within the 10 days, then we will count the 2% discount. Assume in this example, he made the payment before the 10 days is ended. He made the payment before the 10 days is ended. Then we'll take the final amount. Let me say, assume that it was 2 by 10 and end by 30, okay? So he paid and he paid and he paid on 5th day. He paid on the 5th day to get the discount. Okay. Let me stop share. I'm saying now, if I put for you the condition like this in the invoice question, I said, as example, that there is a term of payment 2 by 10 and n by 30, which we said in the first of the lecture. And we say, assume he paid on the 5th day, that the guy paid the money on the 5th day. Oh, yes? Okay. Extra? Yes, extra. I mean, there is another payment? Yes, there is another payment. There's another discount, which is 2%, because he paid on the 5th day. And he will get benefit of the 2% if he paid within 10 days. But he paid on the 5th day. That means he deserved to take the discount. Then will be the discount from what? From the price list. This will be the net income, the net price. Then you will put it back to be a list price. Then we'll say, as he paid on the 5th day, as he paid on the 5th day, as he paid on the day number 5, then he deserve discount. Then the net price, as you saw before, will be least price by 1 minus the discount, equals the least price is 1038.37, and the discount is 2%. The discount is 2% here. The discount is 2%. That means by 1 minus 2%, that means he will pay, I will make it here, please. Okay. He will pay 1038.37 multiplied by 0.98. And see what it will give you. It will give you here. We'll see the calculator back. $1.38 1.38.37 multiplied by 0.98 will equals 117.6. So he will pay 117.6. Again, I will solve it for you. We said what the all amount is. He paid 1.38.37 1038.37. That's what the buyer have to sell to pay at the end of the time. But we have a condition of 2 by 10 and N by 30. I'm repeating back, guys. I'm repeating back. Okay. I'm saying we have this situation 1.38. This is the total amount of the invoice. And we said also there is 2 by 10 and N by 30 means that he will have a discount of 2% if he paid within 10 days. Okay. And say, I will say to you, assume that he paid, assume that he paid on the 5 the day. You said he will have 2% if he paid within 10 days. But he paid only on the 5th day. That means that he deserve the discount. As long as he paid in, then he deserve the discount. He deserved the discount as long as he paid on the 5th day, because he can pay on 10 days. If he paid till the day the 10, he can take 2%, deserve 2%. So the 5th day is within the period, within this period. So then I will say the net price equals lease price divided by 1, multiplied by 1 minus the discount rate. So if I apply this now here, net price means what the buyer will pay will be the lease price, which is, this is the lease price, 1038.37, multiplied by 1 minus the discount. 1 minus the discount is 2%. 1 minus the discount. Okay, that means the net price will be 1038.3 multiplied by 1 minus 2% will be 98%. Okay, you know that 0.98 is exactly like this, 98%. Those are the same. Okay, so here this will be 1038.3 by 0.98. Let us see about the calculator how it will be like. Okay, .38 0.3 by, I just want to bring the number because I will write it back, by 98% by 98% will equals 1017.534. 1017 will equals 1017.34 dollars, and this is what the final amount which will pay, 1.17.53 dollars. Sorry, I will write it back here. Here I will write it back here in this point. Here 1017, sorry, 1017.534 dollars, and this is the end of the example which I'm telling you here, and that's the solution of it. And this is the end of our lecture as well. So I want you to train yourself, and I will give you the discount rate like this condition 2 by 10, and I will tell you, assume that he paid on the 5th day to get the discount or to deserve the discount, then you will solve it. You can go on the same exercise, because I will give the same exercise, like the same exercise with different numbers. That's it. So you can go on the same exercise which we did today. That's more than enough, because I want you to know the basics. And we said everything about the advanced here. Shall I end my class now? And any question, please, before, because the next week we will take the markup and the markdown, and how to solve the problems of the markup and the markdown. So till this, I wish you a very good night and stay safe, and wish you all the best. Have a very good night, guys. Bye bye. Students, hello. You can enjoy now your break, and we will be back like around 10 minutes, and we will be back. So that's fine. That's okay. Thank you so much. So enjoy your break now, and we will be back around 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you. That is okay. Here we go. Yeah. Thank you so much. Enjoy your break, my dears. Take your time, feel free. Then we will come back after 15 minutes. Stretch yourself, do a cup of coffee, whatever you want to do. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. We'll be back within 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you. Okay, my dear students, we'll come back to the final part 2 of this our lecture, which is a common part for all our work. It's a very common part. We will come to the point that, let us share the screen, our in-class activities. So here, we will work on 2 routes here on 2 main questions. Within the upcoming 15 minutes, please complete all your missing questions on D2L. If you are done, please move to the next question below. Again, I'm saying, within the upcoming 15 minutes, please complete all your missing questions on the D2L. If you are done, please move to the next question below. So if you did all your in-class activities, nothing is missing in this 15 minutes, then go to the next question. The next question is, write what you came to know today in not less than 15 lines. So what I want you to do is to write what you came to learn today in not less than 15 lines, maybe more. It's preferably to be written, handwritten. And what? Take a picture with your camera, with your cell phone, then paste the answer on the D2L. Again, I would say, if you are done for your first question, please move to question number 2. Question number 2 is an aggregate question, which means that what you came to learn from today's lecture, the main points. By the way, don't focus on one point and leave the others. Try to make a cadence between all the parts of your answer. Don't focus. If I'm telling you to describe a human being, don't focus on the hands and leave the head and the chest and the shoulders and back. No, focus on all equally, on all the parts of the lecture. It's what you came to learn about 15 lines, more or less, it's okay. But I prefer that you write it handwritten, should be handwritten, then take a picture and paste it, copy and paste it to your D2L system. After you write it with your handwritten, because that will fix it more. You won't take it, copy and paste, then we didn't do anything. When you write it down, that's why we are here about 30 minutes in this part or less, because you have to write it down. So this, I will ensure that there is a good feedback today for your work and that you are well done. So please, we will work now on the 2 questions. Don't forget, after you write on an external paper note, any note outside. Then after you finish, take a picture, then copy and paste in its place in the D2L. The question and the D2L. Write the answer, or if you have problems with the D2L, you can send it to me on the chat here. You can send it to me here on the chat. Thank you so much. You have a great day, everybody. Okay, we'll go now for those 2 questions. We'll keep here around 25 minutes. Thank you so much. In class activities, plus what you came to learn about today's lecture. If you are missing any of your activities, work on question 1. If you are done for all the in-class activities, go to question 2. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm here for anyone who need any questions. I'm there for anyone who need any questions. Thank you so much. Also, I will also put the video, I will put the videos also for the students who came late. I will put the videos for the students who came late, so they can watch what we are doing. Thank you. Students who came late, so they can watch, and for you also to remind you with what we came to know today, or what we came to learn today. Let me make it learn. What we came to learn today. what we came to learn today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm here for any questions. I'm here. Thank you.